Look at a distant galaxy and you are looking into the past. That light left before there were people to see it. Some of it left before there was an Earth at all. The universe is so vast that its size stops being a number and becomes a kind of time machine. Out here, how far away and how long ago are the same question. Nothing you see is truly now. The night sky is a map of the past, layered deep by distance. So tonight we climb a ladder, rung by rung, from the ground under your feet to the edge of everything we can see. And by the top, the word big will have completely lost its meaning. To measure the universe, you need the right ruler, and nothing in the everyday world is even close. So we use the fastest thing that exists, light. Light moves about 300,000 kilometers every second. In the time it takes to finish this sentence, it could circle the Earth 7 times. The sunlight touching your skin right now left the sun 8 minutes ago, so you never see the sun as it is, only as it was. Now stretch that out to a whole year. The distance light travels in 1 year is a light year, about 9.5 trillion kilometers. Hold on to that word. From here on, it is the only ruler that fits. So let's start climbing, leave the sun behind, cross the empty dark of the solar system and keep going for years. The nearest star to us, Proxima Centauri, is 4.25 light years away. That sounds almost close. It isn't. The light in your eyes from that star left it over 4 years ago. Board the fastest spacecraft humans have ever built, aim straight at it, and you still would not arrive in your lifetime or your grandchildren's. The trip would take tens of thousands of years, and that is the closest star there is. 1 star, and the map has barely begun. We haven't even left the neighborhood. Now pull back far enough to see the whole galaxy. This is the Milky Way, a vast spiral about 100,000 light years across. Let that land. Light, the fastest thing there is, needs 100,000 years just to cross from one edge to the other. Scattered through that spiral are between 100 and 400 billion stars. Most of them we now know carry planets. Our sun is one of those stars, out in a quiet spiral arm near nothing special. Not the center, not the core, just one flicker of light far out on the rim. One ordinary star among hundreds of billions. And the Milky Way is just one galaxy. And this is where the mind starts to buckle. Our galaxy is not alone. It drifts in a small crowd called the local group, a few dozen galaxies bound together by gravity. That group is a tiny suburb of a much larger city of galaxies, and that city is only one district of something almost unimaginable, a structure called Laniakea, a single connected flow of galaxies stretching more than 500 million light-years. And even Laniakea is just one feature on the map. Pull back again, and the galaxies arrange themselves into shining threads and walls, wrapped around enormous dark voids, a cosmic web. Threads of galaxies glowing across the dark, and we are a single bright point, lost somewhere inside it. So how many galaxies fill the part of the universe we can actually see? Our best surveys put it in the hundreds of billions, by some counts close to 2 trillion. 2 trillion galaxies. And remember, each one holds tens of billions, even hundreds of billions of stars. Put those numbers together, and you land on a fact that sounds invented, but isn't. There are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on every beach, in every desert. On the whole of planet Earth, every one of those stars is a sun, and many hold worlds of their own, suns beyond counting, most of which no eye will ever see. Keep pulling back all the way until the entire cosmic web shrinks to a single glowing ball in front of you. This is the observable universe, everything whose light has had time to reach us since the beginning, and it is about 93 billion light-years across. 93 billion. Sit inside that sphere, look in any direction, and the galaxies go on and on and on until they fade into the faint afterglow of the Big Bang itself. This is as far as our eyes and instruments can ever reach. But that word, observable, is hiding one of the strangest facts in all of science. Here is the puzzle. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. So light has had 13.8 billion years to travel no more. You would expect, then, to see 13.8 billion light-years in every direction. But the observable universe is more than 90 billion light-years across. How can we see things farther away than light could ever have traveled? The answer bends the mind. Space itself is not fixed. It stretches. While that ancient light crawled toward us, the space in between kept expanding, carrying the galaxies that first sent it much, much farther away. We still catch their old light, but they have long since moved on. And that expansion is doing something stranger still. It is speeding up. Right now, the most distant galaxies are being swept away from us so fast that their light will never reach us again, no matter how long we wait. There is a boundary out there, a cosmic horizon. Everything beyond it is slipping permanently out of view. Think of standing in fog. You can see a certain distance in every direction and no farther. But the fog is not the edge of the world. And the edge of the observable universe is not the edge of the universe. It is only the edge of what light has had time to bring us. Which raises the obvious question, how much more is out there past what we can see? And here, honestly, the science goes quiet. We can measure the observable universe with real precision, its size, its galaxies, its age. But the whole universe, everything beyond our horizon, could be far larger, billions of times larger. It might genuinely be infinite, no edge, and no center anywhere. Our best measurements show that space on the largest scales looks almost perfectly flat, and a flat universe could go on forever, but could is not does. The honest answer to how big the universe truly is, we do not know, and we may never. It is easy to hear all this and feel small, and you are almost incomprehensibly small. Everything you have ever known, every person who ever lived, every war and love story and civilization in all of history happened on a single grain of dust, orbiting one ordinary star in one arm of one galaxy among 2 trillion. But turn it around. Out of all that unimaginable emptiness, on that one grain of dust, the universe grew something that could look up and measure it and ask how big it is. The cosmos is staggeringly large, and you are the part of it that noticed. So how big is the universe? As far as we can see, about 93 billion light-years across, 2 trillion galaxies, more stars than grains of sand on Earth. And beyond the horizon light can never cross, possibly forever. We are a speck on a speck orbiting a speck, in a cosmos so vast we can only ever glimpse a sliver of it. And yet here we are, small enough to hold in a single thought, and somehow big enough to hold the whole thing in our heads. So let me leave you with one question. A universe this size, does it make you feel tiny, or does it make you feel rare? Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you in the deep field.